The World Darts Championship, Night 6. Cold outside the palace, but it's heating up inside. Just call him Dancing Diogo. His moves were good. Would his darts be Brazilian? And if so, would it be pleasure or Josh Payne? The facial expressions of the German giant. What would looks like this and this mean for Big Ben? And who do you like here? Madhouse or the Machine? The answers today on High Roller Radio. Yes, Wednesday night at the Worlds. Everybody still talking about Tuesday night at the Worlds. The media doesn't stop for Fallon Sherrick, tweeted the PDC. There she is, surrounded by a gaggle of reporters at Alexandra Palace. Press, and more press. World Tour incoming, no doubt. First woman to beat a man and win a match on the PDC's biggest stage. And as the broadcast kicked off on Sky Sports this evening, there she was again in the booth, reliving that momentous victory for women everywhere. Darts history, sports history, as she took down Ted Evans. Will one of these gentlemen make history tonight? A 9-darter maybe? We'll see. Of course, we had some drama this afternoon. Stephen Bunting and Jose Justicia went toe-to-toe in a 5-set slugfest. The Bullet fired the last shot to win it 6-4 in that final set. Love this comment from Jake Pearl on YouTube. The 84 checkout on Bullseye was absolutely incredible, he said. And yes, it really was. And how about this? Player, commentator, African warrior Devin Peterson replied to one of our tweets. He was calling the match amazing game with the match changing every dart, he said, asking, did you enjoy that? And I think we all know the answer. Of course I did. 4 tilts for us tonight. Pretty good lineup. First up, though, it was the young German Nico Kurtz, the 22-year-old making his world championship debut. And with a hop, skip, and a jump, his opponent, James Wilson, announced himself to this year's event. He looked ready, too, but he was in tough in the opening set. The Jammy Dodger not on his game at all. Kurtz took it at love with 3 on the trot, and as he trotted off the stage, an air of confidence. He kept applying the pressure in set 2. He was scoring well. Wilson's issue? The outer ring, on which he struggled massively, just couldn't buy one, and Kurtz could. Double 10 for a commanding 2-0 lead, and I found this strange. Despite trailing, the Jammy Dodger was all smiles as he departed the playing area. Not sure I'd be smiling. Then, wow, first leg, third set, look at this. The German had a dart at double 12 for the 9-darter. That close, oh my, and almost at the World's. Great effort. Credit to Wilson, he hung tough, took the next 2, then made it 3 in a row on tops, and he was right back in it at 2-1. Wasn't in it for long, though, because Nico was nifty on the scoring, tossed in a few more 180s en route to a romp in set 3. He wins it 3-0, and then flexed his muscles. Wilson, a dismal 6 of 26 on the doubles. Phenomenal, Kurtz said, and then on live TV used some colorful language. Needless to say, he was happy. Wow, said Frankie Pohl. Nico Kurtz, please play Q School next year. What a great talent. What do we have here? Another talent. Dancing Diogo, the Brazilian one, hit the stage with all kinds of moves. Great footwork, did a twirl. That is good stuff. I love this guy. He's a former guest. Unfortunately for him and his legion of fans, the first set was Josh Payne-ful. Josh Payne dominant. Portela averaging only 75, and that just won't cut it. And like that, the Englishman led it 1-0. With Brazilian flags waving, Portela had a 2-1 advantage in set 2, but Payne broke back in the 4th leg, and then with the darts in the decider, pin double 4 for the big scream. He was fired up, gave him some breathing room, and that was all he needed, because he ran away with the 3rd set and would finish the job on this double 8, convincing and comprehensive. Diogo played much better the 2nd and 3rd sets, but Josh was better better the whole way through. He takes down a straight sets victory. Josh Payne said, Tom Sports Journo, that was superb. Clinical stuff. Benito, Van de Pass, Gabriel Clemens next, and despite trailing the averages by a full 15 points, Big Ben pushed it to a decider. It's called timing, folks. Had his best leg of the match against the darts to win it. Van de Pass with the early advantage. Nice counter from the German giant in set 2. He took it at love to get the flags waving. These fans going gaga at 1 set each. The Dutchman kicked off the third set with 5 consecutive treble 20s. Would have been 6 if not for this bounce out, but he wouldn't even get the leg. Both struggling on the outer ring. Nobody wants double trouble, tweeted Double Trouble. Unless, of course, it's Double Trouble Gin, right, my friends? The elves taking a break at the Alley Pally. Thank goodness Santa's driving the sleigh. Full credit to Big Ben. From 1-0 down, he took 3 legs on the bounce for a 2-1 lead. And with this scoreline, it appeared we were heading for a 5th and final set. We were, with solid stuff like this from Clemens. It was 2-2 and crunch time. First blood in the finale to the German giant. He pinned tops for the break and a 2-0 lead on the verge of victory. But, incredibly, he'd missed match darts, 3 of them here on tops, and Van de Pass pounced. He leveled to force a last leg shootout. Clemens had the throw, but again would waste match darts. He had 4 in all. This look says it all. Darting dejection, because that was it. As the clock struck 12 on his championship, Big Ben stood tall in victory. He survived a 5-set nail-biter. 3-2 your final. Wow. Our final fixture featured Richie Edhouse, Madhouse waiting on stage for this guy, James Wade, who held twice for a 2-1 lead in the first set, but this guy was holding his own as well. He tossed in 3-ton 40s in the fourth leg to push it to a decider. The set averages solid, both in the mid-90s. Wade had the darts though, and he's a cool customer. Nonchalantly grabbed the opening set. No problem. Second set, more of the same. Wade is class and leading 2-1. He again took advantage of Edhouse misses. Double 10 for a 2-sets lead. He turned to the crowd with a muted celebration. He knew just how important that set was. And the rampage was on. The machine revs on, advances comfortably. A straight sets winner, had no issue whatsoever in the third and final set. So there you have it. Wednesday at the World's done and dusted. We've got more great action tomorrow. Another double session as Gezi enters the mix. Will he have the Christmas spirit? Festive flights today on High Roller Radio.